Well, hey everybody, it is Stampede. Woohoo!
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Oh, I should have worn my cowboy hat
We are
today.
without Jaden Bax today. He is traveling, so we will try and get through his mortgage rates. And as always, just reach out to him directly. But it's Stampede. It's so exciting. I got my shirt on, heading down to the grounds for some volunteer work later today, and
hmm
so super excited about that. Are you excited for Stampede, Natalie?
I am. I'm excited to do carnivore tasting on Saturday. That'll be fun.
Yes, yes. We're doing
Yeah.
things a little differently this year, so I won't be tasting all the food, which I'll be honest, I'm okay with.
Yeah, I know. You've tasted some gross stuff in the past.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The grilled
The octopus
I'll
leg?
remember in a second. You know the one I'm talking about that I could barely get down. So
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. All right, so here's our weekly stats. We do have our full June market recap, so stay tuned for that at the end of this video. And I think this is not surprising given that we had Canada Day in the past week. So we had a definite decrease in both new listings and sales. But what I
hmm
find very interesting is that 92% sale to new listing ratio. And we're going to
Yeah.
break that down a little bit more when we talk about June. So that is very, very interesting. Pendings were way down as well. If you look at kind of the second week of June at 605 for pendings, so we're
Yeah.
we're almost over 100 down from that. Days on market still at 20, and then our active and pendings creeping, creeping, creeping. Now we're up to 3,816. So take us back a year, Natalie.
Okay, so a year ago we had 626 sales. This year, 539. So we're down almost 14%. New listings last year, 672. This year, 741. So we're up 10%. Actives were last year were 3470. This year, 3778. So it's up almost 9%. Pendings were at 898. This year, 737. So it's down 18%. Days on market last year was 23. This year is 20. So it's down 13%.
Yeah, so that is some interesting stats. There's certainly the new listings going up 10%. And when we get to
Yeah.
the monthly recap, you'll kind of see that as that carried through in June. So Jaden is not here. He is traveling today, but a couple of rates that really stick out to me. We talked about that 5-year fixed, and I don't know, Natalie and I are probably of the same opinion. I would not be going 5 years at this point. If there's
No.
any way I could make a 3-year work, that
Yeah.
would be my preferred way of doing it. Even, variable depending on what happens with the rate announcement. I think that's coming up in July. So we tend to leave this to
Yeah.
Jaden, but there's a bit of an update for you. We'll roll through community events. I really want to highlight this because I think a lot of chatter out there that Stampede is expensive, and certainly it can
Yeah.
be. If you're a family of four, it's not cheap. Let's just be honest. But that's why I'm really highlighting both on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok today, all these value days. So this is either completely free or discounted admission, and there's just the discounted admission today for Sneak a Peek, which is 50% off. Tomorrow, parade to park. So right after the parade, even if you're not at the parade, if you can get there by 1:30, you get in for free. And
Yeah.
it's $26 for an adult, if I'm correct. So that's a
Mhm.
big, big savings. Sunday, July 7th, that is Family Day, admission free till 11 a.m. Tuesday, July 9th, that's Community Day, and that's free for everyone from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then BMO Kids Day on July 10th. So there's a breakfast in the courtyard of the GMC Stadium, which is the grandstand. While quantities last, free show from 8 to 10. So if you have a child under 12, they are free all day. And over 12, that is until 10 a.m. I will just forewarn you, we have been there on all of these value days, and they're busy. You will not
It's
be the
very
only one.
busy.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
very, very busy. Well, the other
Yeah,
thing I
just
would suggest everybody take advantage of are the free pancake breakfasts all around the city.
yes.
Every
Yep.
community is going to have them, shopping centers, different businesses.
Yep.
So, take advantage of that. You can have free breakfast every day of the week.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
a
I'm
lot of
gonna I'm
fun.
gonna point. Yeah, exactly. There is actually a free pancake breakfast app as well as the Calgary Stampede app. But that free pancake breakfast app, our daughter Sydney was driving down 4th Street this morning, and there was pancake breakfast everywhere. I know they had it on Global this morning. That the first flip, as they call it,
Mhm.
happened on Stephen
Stephen
Avenue
Avenue.
this morning as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty
So,
cool.
all right,
Okay.
here we go. It's the end of the month or beginning of the month. It's our month end. So please
Yes.
hate these. This I love right here. That is for
I know.
somebody very tall.
Well, they have the climbing little handholds that you can climb up and get up there. Okay. So someone
Ooh,
really likes their carpentry, really loves their miter saw. They just did like 7 layers of crown molding. So,
yeah,
or they
that's a
had a big
lot.
gap in or a gap in their drywall. I don't know. This, I can't even. You've got a range hood going into an air conditioner. Can you imagine the smell in that house when
Oh,
that air conditioner's on?
that
Oh
just
my word.
how
It's
does a professional actually allow that to happen?
I
Exactly.
don't even know. I don't even know.
Oh,
This, it shouldn't affect the structural integrity in any way, shape, or form.
no, not at all. You just cut
That's
right
really,
into probably some sort of concrete support.
yep, yep. This one, I love how they put the hinges in the middle instead of on the outside walls like they were supposed to. They got the top right, but the bottom not so correct.
Oh my gosh.
And this one, someone doesn't like their neighbor. It says
Uh,
poop.
yeah,
So,
and I've
yep,
seen that one before, and it never doesn't make me laugh. So I love
I
that one.
know.
Just be
It's
careful
very
on your
funny.
window trim. That'd be all
Yes,
I would say there.
exactly.
I'm assuming somebody had to do that on purpose. There's no way
I
that
would
happened,
think so.
or
That
it's
would
some
just be,
photoshopping.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that is awesome.
Exactly.
That is awesome. All right, so let's wrap up the month. Here's our month wrap up for the month of June in Calgary, and we're going to go through our surrounding bedroom communities as well. So overall, we saw a price increase of 8.5%. Sales down almost 13%. New listings, though, actually down 3.6%. And these are all year over year. So our
Mhm.
total inventory, though, ended the month at up 9% over last year, 3787 months of supply. Although it did increase, let's just be real here.
Mhm.
1.38 months of supply, just so you know, is still a seller's market. Like we're
Yeah.
talking 3 to 4 months of supply would be a balanced market. It
Yeah.
might edge up on the buying side of things, and then 20 days on market. So let's break down all the nerdy numbers. I need a little jingle for it's nerdy number time. So you can see detached sales down 16%. Why is that? Like it's like people stopped buying homes? No. There wasn't the inventory compared to last year that we saw in detached homes. New
Yeah.
listings, part of that 16% came from the fact that new listings for detached down 7%. Inventory though ended the month up 7%, if that all makes sense. 71% of the new listings sold. So 71% sale to new listing ratio. That is one of the metrics that we use in the real estate business to let us know what kind of market we're in. And there you see for detached, 1.39 months of supply. So if no more listings hit the market, how long would it take based on the current volume of sales for that inventory to be eaten up? And it's 1.3 months. So not even 1.5, 1.39. Pricing, though, despite all of that, still went up 12%. I want to point out here, if you are a buyer or thinking about buying and you're thinking the market's going to crash, you're thinking the rates are going to drop and they're going to get into the market, I don't do month over month increases, but I may just start doing that. So you see the stark increases month over month for every segment. Like every segment in Calgary for the last, well, for many, many, many months now is 5, 10, 15 grand a month going up, right? So I
Yeah.
don't mean to scare people, but at the same time, we're not doing our job if we don't educate buyers out there that, you know, the best time to plant a tree was yesterday and the next best time is today. And that's no different with buying a home in Calgary. Yeah, it would have been great to do this 2 years ago, but we can't rewind the tape. So what do? We do a buyer consult. We get you informed on what's happening in the market. So I'll get off my soapbox now. Semi-detached sales down 2%. New listings down 4%. So our total inventory ended the month up 12% from last year. 76% of those new listings sold. Even less supply at 1.29 months. And that's up 14% year over year. It doesn't really matter at that level. Pricing, though, still went up 12%. They went up month over month as well. Row townhouses. This is one of the hottest segments, if not the hottest segment in Calgary. 436 sales, that was down 17%. Why? We didn't have the listings. Listings were down 5% over last year. Overall, inventory ended up the month 16% up, 75% of row townhouses sold. That is gives you a 1.13 supply. So 1.13 months of supply, basically a month and a week of supply.
Yeah.
That is like nothing.
Yeah.
Pricing, no, this is what happens when there's limited supply, up 17% year over year, also went up month over month. And then apartments, the second largest sales segment in Calgary. Sales, though, down 8% year over year. New listings actually went up 4%. And that is a year over year increase of 9% in total inventory. And then sales to new listing ratio, 72%. That's not bad. And a month and a half of supply. So that is the most balanced of the segments in Calgary, if you could call it that. But that still results in a 17% year over year. And then there's a month over month increase as well. Like, reach out to us. If you're looking to sell any one of these segments here or buy any one of the segments, we'll give you a breakdown of each segment. So, all right, so let's go to our bedroom communities. Airdrie, very similar situation. Detached pricing up 9%. Semi-detached up 11, row townhouse up almost 16. Same story up in Airdrie for row townhouses. Apartments up 24% year over year. That's crazy. New listings, 7%. So they had a little bit more than last year, not a ton more. Sales down 5%. Our total inventory up 22%. They actually ended up the month 22% up, but only 1.1 months of supply. That's it. That's actually up significantly from last year at this time, but that's still really, really limited supply. Up in Cochrane, detached up almost 9, semi-detached up almost 9, row townhouse up almost 9, apartments 17% up. New listings, had a few more new listings at plus 9%, sales plus 7.5, inventory down in Cochrane, just 2%, so not a whole lot. Months of supply 1.47, so a little bit more supply in Cochrane. And then finally in Okotoks, very interesting market. We're going to tell you a story here of clients of ours that are looking down in Okotoks and what they ran into. So detached up almost 7%, semi-detached up almost 10, row townhouse up almost 10, apartments up 10. New listings basically flat to last year, 2.4%. 72 sales, that was 17% up. Inventory, and the reason they have more sales, they have more inventory at the end of the month, 35% up in inventory. But look at the months of supply at 1.13. So that is that for the market recap for June. So quick story, we have clients that are looking to move from Calgary to Okotoks in a higher price point, and they were interested in a home in the Air Ranch area, super cool area built around the airport there in Okotoks. It was pending, did go firm, firm sold. And so we asked the listing agent, like, it was listed just under $1 million, ended up selling for about $85,000 over that. They had two offers, multiple offers, even at $1 million in Okotoks. So, people say, well, my computer program or this website I'm signed up with say it's a buyer's market in Okotoks. Well, that could be, depending on the segment. How much supply is it in that segment, in that community that you're in, right? Are there multiple homes for sale? Is there just the one? So it really is a case-by-case basis. So the best thing to do is reach out to us, book a consult, whether you're buying or selling. We'll give you a lay of the land of the market so that you're not surprised, right? We don't want people to be surprised, disappointed, upset, angry when you're on the buying side, and also to set realistic expectations on the selling side, right, Natalie?
Yes, absolutely. It's really important for both buyers and sellers to be educated, depending on what they're selling, what they're buying. It makes it a much smoother process for everybody. So, yeah.
Yes, for sure. Well, my chair keeps slipping, so I'm just going to sign off now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Hope you got some value out of that. If you liked it, if you're on YouTube, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, please, put your comments down below. Are you kind of in the market? Do you know people in the market? Do they need some help? Because that is what we help people do, is we help them understand the market more than anything so that they can make a smart buying or selling decision. And with that, we'll see you one more time for Stampede Edition Part 2 next Thursday in 7 days. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.